This podcast is brought to you by Marlin's Media Services, LLC. Marlin's Media Services enhances your event or product with tailored event and entertainment solutions that resonate with your message and vision, specializing in audio production and DJ services. If you want to get in contact with us, just email marlinsmediaservices@gmail.com. Let's get started with the show.
Yeah. And then you kind of give me, another identity to what I can become.
Yes.
And how amazing it could be to do this kind of music. Thank you,
man. And thank you, because you're bringing people to listen to my music that I never like. I'm seeing streams from South Africa, Brazil. I'm like, whoa. I think this is like one of the most streamed songs I had organically. All right, y'all, we got a special episode for you today for the Marlin's Meet podcast. Welcome. Hope you're doing well today. But today, man, I got somebody special. He's a Nigerian native, phenomenal music artist. He has cultivating rhythmic, inspiring songs such as Smile, such as Totori, such as Have Me Back. Man, he's got thousands of streams over digital platforms. He's a husband. He's a father. And he's my brother. Most recently, we just released a single together called High-Life Muzic, available again on all digital platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. High-Life himself, SNC.
Let the rhythm flow, all you know. Let your waters go. Number one producer. Let love take control. Let your High-Life Music. Tonight we jolly. I'll give you High-Life Music. Oyibo.
Hello, man.
Yes.
It's so good to be here.
Hey,
it's good
man.
to be here.
Yeah, man. Tell me how you doing, man. How are things right now, man?
Pretty good. We thank God for His blessings.
Yes.
We're here pushing it as much as we can.
Yes.
But it's amazing. There's no complaints at all.
Absolutely. Same thing over here, man. So I just want to kind of jump in and jump back from the beginning, but I want to go with you and my relationship, because we've never met in person. Like, we've never met in person, but we have so much work together. So kind of talk about that.
Right. It's awesome to talk about it, because it's a story. SNC is never complete if that story is not told,
Yes, sir.
I remember we meeting in one of those meetings. It was a boot camp in 2020. I was just starting up professionally with the music stuff, and
Right. Shout out to Justin Cruz.
That's right.
Yeah.
Justin and all the people in the group.
Sammy.
It was
Yep.
amazing,
Mhm.
Sammy,
Mhm.
Sarah Fate, and the
Stephanie.
rest of them. I was just there trying to learn from everybody, because the stories there were very inspiring. Every single day I made sure I showed up, because there was always something to learn. And there was this guy there who was always funny. He always made me laugh. Always made me laugh. There was just this vibe he brings when he's not there. Everybody knows that he's not there. But,
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It was a good thing, though. It was a good thing, man. It was always fun to have Marlin Dixon himself always around. And that was how we met, in the boot camp. Discussions went on. And one of those days, because I was struggling, I knew I could hear the songs in my head. I could, I knew what I wanted done, but I didn't know how to get it done.
Right.
So I reached out and I said, hey, man, this is what I'm going through.
Mhm.
Do you think you can help me? Let's do this together. And the rest of his story, and that was how work started.
Yeah, man.
Here we are.
Yeah, man. Like, I tell you, when we first did that, like, first song together, when we started first working together, like, I didn't start really producing till like that time during the pandemic. And you were like one of the first people you let me produce, man. So I appreciate it. Our first song was what was our first?
I think it was I'll never.
I'll never find another you.
Find another you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All we've got is you. What we've got is true. Love, I'll never find another you. It's deep inside of me.
I heard that
That
song,
was
I
the
was like,
song.
I think I could do something with this, and I want to appreciate you, man, for
What
letting
was that the
me.
one?
I
Was that
think
the one? I think no. I think it was
that was our
Have
second
Me
one, wasn't
Back.
it?
Yeah, it was
Have
Have
me
Me
back.
Back.
No, have me back was our. Hold on now. Wait, have me back.
There's so many
No,
of them
no,
now.
yeah. We've done a couple now, but you know what's crazy, man? It's just I found technology is wild because like we've never met in person, but we have over like 5, 6 songs together, man. Like
That's right.
that's crazy to me, man.
That's
But
amazing.
but
That's amazing.
I wanna kind of go back to your beginnings, to your like humble beginnings, man. Tell me how it was growing up in Nigeria and kind of like your beginnings.
Well, I'm Nigerian, like everybody know, and I come from the eastern part of Nigeria.
Nice,
They call us the Igbo. That's why
nice.
you hear the Igbo Queen.
Right,
You heard
right,
that before. I
man.
remember you asked about that,
Yes.
and it was amazing. My parents are loving, I come from this polygamist family. It was all love, and my mom, my dad. When I was growing up, I always knew I needed to entertain, but I didn't know how.
Hmm.
I was, always looking out for opportunity to speak, to talk to people in public. And um, my dad had a piano. It was a keyboard. It wasn't a piano. It was a keyboard actually. He didn't
Yes.
know how to play.
Do
He
you know
played.
what type of keyboard it was?
It was a Yamaha. I don't know the
A
exact
Yamaha?
model
You
now,
said
but
it
it
was
was
a
a
Yamaha.
Yamaha.
That was my first
Yes.
keyboard too, man.
So he had that, and he didn't know how to play. He bought it for school because he had a school business. And one of these days, it was just in the carton, always there. Nobody played it at home. So I brought it out and I read the manuals, and that was how I started seeing the the notations and how music all comes together. I
Mm.
remember the thing that stuck in my mind was every good boy deserves favor. That was that was the
What? Wait,
first
what
thing.
is it? Every good boy does what now?
Deserves favor.
That's
But
that's
that was
that's that's how y'all read it. That is so funny
that's how
because
I read it.
they taught it to us. Every good boy does fine, but every good boy does favor is
It's,
way better.
yeah, it's awesome. So that stuck to my mind, and that was how I started gradually. I started memorizing the music. I could play some hymns from church, just memorized. I
Yep.
couldn't read notes because I didn't have a good uh, upbringing when it comes to the music. And
Yeah.
the theory for me wasn't good at all. The music theory, I hadn't, up till now, I struggle with all of that.
Yeah.
But within
Music
me, I
theory.
was
Yeah.
good. I was good with words and, trying to, look at stories and trying to put them together into
Hmm.
poems. I was good at writing love letters as a young man. So,
Wait a minute now. Hold on now. Wait, hold on now. You said you was good
uh,
writing love letters?
that's right,
You
man.
so
That's right.
you was the guy in the class sending check yes or no. You were writing poems to.
I was good at that, but I was creative that way. So that kind of molded me into writing,
Yes.
to be creative with writing, and it took off from there. The song, "The Meaning of Love." I don't know if you remember that song.
Yeah, I do. I remember it.
Yeah, that song was written while I was in high school. A lot of
Really?
modifications, yes,
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah. Okay.
modifications over time, but
Yeah.
that came from way back.
The meaning of love, and now can tell. Cause she taught me, yeah, she taught me, and I believe.
Yeah.
But living back home was amazing. It was amazing. I had love all around me. My parents always wanted us to be, great. But truth be told, my dad, probably if I told him I wanted to do music at that time, he would have said no. He wanted him to be a medical doctor, and I tried,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
tried to become a
So
medical
yeah, talk
doctor.
about that a little bit. Kind of like how you wanted to be a doctor, but it kind of music kind of deterred you away a little bit.
Yeah,
Talk about
so
that.
so so at that time, every parent wanted their kids to go to school, study something big, be a
Yep.
medical doctor, be a
Mhm.
lawyer, and all of
Mhm.
that. And for me, it was supposed to be medicine. I
Mhm.
tried, man. I tried to get into school. It didn't
Mhm.
work out several times.
Yeah, I got
But
you.
what's funny is that after a while, I got admission to study ophthalmic techniques. It was a profession I'm really proud of,
Mhm.
and I had opportunity to help doctors learn how to use ophthalmic equipment. That
You
was
said
an amazing.
atomics, or is that what science? You're saying?
Yeah, it was about the eye. I was a technician for the eye. I worked in
Oh.
eye hospital for 5 years.
Man,
I
that's crazy
assisted
that
for
you said that
surgeries.
because I've been having like some some problems
I
seeing
got
out
it.
this eye,
I
brother.
didn't. I didn't look into your eyes pretty good.
Hey man, it's a spot right here. You can go ahead, brother. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
so that was the career I took off. After
Uh-huh.
school, got a job, worked in one of the biggest eye hospitals in Nigeria. I did
Wow.
that for 5 years, and it was awesome. And all
Mm,
this while, music was kind of just for fun.
yes.
I was in the choir at church. I was always
Now,
in choir.
and I want you to talk about that too, cause I'm a church boy. Come straight for church. You gotta talk about being in the choir now.
In fact, apart from the story about the piano and discovery of music from
Mhm.
home, the
Mhm.
other place where I kind of got connected to music was at church.
Mhm.
I was living in Lagos, and I got into the church choir. I used to be very stubborn and very maybe a bit funny at that time. I thought, I was doing comedy, and I was doing comedy. So every time they knew I couldn't just sing without making,
A joke or
fun or
something.
making a joke or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And choir was great. Shout out to Cindy. Cindy was my director. I call her director. She
Mhm.
she was amazing. She was one of the first people that taught me actually what music was about.
Mhm.
I used to sing tenor. It was always fun to go to church on Sunday and wait behind for choir practice. It was awesome. It was awesome. During this period, let's say in my 20s, music was just for fun.
Mhm.
Choir,
Mhm.
writing just in the background, nothing really big
Mhm.
going on with the music. I was just focused on work because when you work in the medical line, man, it's pretty exhausting. I just
Yeah.
go
Oh,
to.
I
I had no
bet,
social
man.
life. I had
Yeah.
no social life,
Oh
man.
yeah.
I had no social life.
Wait, is
Was
that
work.
is where you met your wife?
Well, I actually met my wife at school. I was in school with her sister, so and we were good friends. And then she
Oh.
came visiting. It's a very interesting story. I don't know if you're ready for that story
No,
today,
oh,
but
okay, got you. We'll share. But long story short, they fell in love and had a bunch of kids
yeah,
and live a happy life.
actually it wasn't immediately because it took a while. After
Yeah.
that first meeting, it took a while. Many like 3 4 years later, we now got to talk to each other again. Because
Yeah.
at this time, I think I was ready to get married,
Got
and
you said you wasn't ready to get married?
yeah, I think I was. Yeah, I
Uh,
told myself, man, I think I have job. I have a job now.
yeah.
What's missing, man? I'm lonely, kind of. I need someone. I need a help. I need someone
Oh,
who can compliment me.
yeah.
And and I remember I sent a message to her sister late at night, man, because I was like, who's gonna be the girl? I looked around and I sent a message to her sister and said, hey, how's your sister doing? Can I have a number now? And
You
she's
know
my good friend. She know,
the young kids call that shooting your shot. So that's what you
man,
did.
I
You
shot my
shot.
shot, man. I did.
There you
I
go.
did, man. I shot my shot, and and then she reached out, and we got talking. Didn't take long. We
Yeah.
dated for a while, got into courtship, and we got married. Humble
That's
beginning, man. She's an amazing person because I had nothing, man.
yeah.
I had nothing. I
Yes.
was living in a one-room apartment,
Yes.
nothing, man.
Yes.
I still don't have much now, but man, I had nothing. When I say I had
Yes.
nothing, nothing.
Yes. Man, that's awesome, man. Man, shout out to your wife right now, man. Shout out to your wife, brother.
Once delight.
But let's yeah,
That's
let
right.
let me talk about that for a bit because I noticed like in a lot of your songs, is a lot of your songs inspired by your wife?
She did, yeah, she inspires a lot of them. She
Mm-hmm.
did. She does. The story, like I never have find another you was a story about how we met and
Mm-hmm.
where we are and all the
Mm-hmm.
things we've been through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she inspires me a lot.
We was talking about basically how you found music and you was in school and how you didn't really
Yeah.
take it that serious. So what was that one point where you was like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna take this music thing serious, and then tell me about what that turning point was.
So the first time that I wanted to take music seriously, a little bit more seriously,
Mm-hmm.
even taking social media because I wasn't on social media. It was
Mm-hmm.
just Facebook at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really was going on. It was just old pictures, a bunch of old pictures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2020, when the pandemic hit, at this time we were already in Brazil. I lost my job. You know, I lost my job, and I went home. I was at home with everybody, and
And
every
this is
day,
during 2020, right? During the
2020,
pandemic.
yes, during the pandemic.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I lost my job, and I was at home. I didn't have much to do because time was just, lying there.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt, oh, what about music? Then I got my book out again, and started writing more songs.
Mm-hmm.
Looked at the old ones that I heard and felt I could modify them.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the lockdown was a bit relieved,
Yes.
I got to register in a music school. Shout out to the guys in Music Flex.
Yes.
They had everything I needed, vocal coaching, piano lessons, other
Mm.
instrumentals. And that was where I met my first producer, Augusto Elias, my
Shout out
guy.
him, man.
Shout out to Augusto Elias. I met him. He was my teacher, actually.
Yes.
And I told him, man, I actually came here because I really want to do music professionally. This is what I have so far. And then he listened to some of the lyrics that I wrote and said, hey, we can work on this one. And that was Friends Come and Go.
Yes. Your
The
first your
very
first
first song.
single. Yeah.
Yeah. Very first single that I released, Friends Come and Go. At that time the voice was still cracked. It was still very
Man,
messy.
get out of here.
It was,
You said your
it
voice was
was
still cracked.
like
I like
it
I
was
like
not
it.
good at all.
I liked your voice in that one.
Oh man, I wish I could do those again now. I actually have plans to do them again. Most of those
Yeah.
songs, I would like to record them again, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe we could do that a little bit long down the road.
Yeah, but it was amazing to start up that way.
Hmm.
And if I would do it again, probably I wouldn't just rush and release songs.
Hmm.
I could do some covers, get discovered, build a
Hmm.
fan base. But man,
Yeah.
like I told you guys in the boot camp, I knew nothing about what I was doing. I
Right.
just knew I wanted to do music. What's the next step? Go to the studio, record it,
Right.
release it. That was
Right.
all.
Right. Right. Man, let me talk about that, man.
Yeah.
Just talk about from where you started as an artist and then where you are now. Because it seems like I kind of look at you, even on your social media, you being more consistent, you putting out covers. Even with the song that we released, which I think is a smash. You completely smashed this single that we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about it at the end, but just talk about your growth as an artist.
Well, so the first thing I discovered was that my voice wasn't where it should be.
Hmm.
Up now it's still not where it should be,
Hmm.
but I felt it could get better. And I looked at other artists, and I kind of went back. Looked at my favorite artists and went back to their social media, like where they started. One of the people that I looked at was Adekunle Gold, a guy from Nigeria who was amazing, who is amazing. In
Yes.
fact, he's killing it. AG
Yes.
Baby is killing it. And I went back to his page and I saw how he started, man. We all started the same way. Most of the
Yeah.
big guys today started from somewhere.
Yes.
And what has kept them or what made them who they are today mostly is consistency, trying to push. So I went back and at that time I began what I called Let's Improve Me. That
Mm.
was the tag.
Hmm.
What that meant was that every week I'll pick a song, a new song. It could be something I never knew, and worked on learning how to sing it,
Hmm.
and then show the journey how I was doing during the week. And in the weekend, I'll kind of release a cover,
Yeah.
you know.
I
And
remember that time.
I was recording myself. The mixing was trash. It
Man,
was
don't even
terrible.
say like you said. We all got to start somewhere. So you
Man,
was doing it, brother.
but the people were loving it, and that
Hmm.
kept me going. The people kept me going, and I kept doing it. One of the things that I struggled with was consistency. Trying to stay on it, keep doing
Yes.
it. But after some time, I gave up on that. But I
Hmm.
never gave up singing at
Yes.
home
Yes.
every single day. If I don't sing, something is wrong.
Yes.
That's the
Yes.
fact.
Yes.
If I don't sing, that means something is wrong. So that kept me going, and then gradually I got to meet the only one, Marlin, the one and only. That guy, I met that guy.
Yep.
I took it to the next level. We took it to the next level, and
I
it's been
appreciate that, man.
amazing. It's been
I
amazing
appreciate
all the
that.
while,
Yeah.
and everything improved. Writing was better, singing was better, content. I had to learn how to do a lot of things: video
Right.
editing, recording myself, and
Right.
but
Man.
I've enjoyed every aspect of it.
Man,
That's fact.
I'm so proud of you, brother. Just like just to watch the growth that you just from where you started, from friends come and go to where we are now with High Life Music. Now, this is
That's
what
right.
and I'm gonna kind of close the interview with High Life Music. Man, I thought it was an Afro beat when I first heard the sample. So I'm like,
That's
man,
right.
because I wanted, like, man, because I'm always trying to branch out or whatever. So I was like, man, listen to this Afrobeat. And then you told me, no, that's not Afrobeats. That's high life music. I was like, what's high life music? Tell the people and explain what high life music is.
High-Life Music, it's a genre that's very, very popular back in Africa. You
Yes.
can have it back in
Which is it?
Nigeria.
Is it all of Africa or what part? What parts of
Man,
Africa
man, it cuts
specifically?
across, man. It cuts
Yes.
across. Just that every country probably has got their kind of high life music. Even back in Nigeria, when you come to the Igbos, we have a kind of sound, for high life. The
Yes.
Yorubas have high life music, and it has a
Yes.
different vibe. Different regions of the continent has got different. In Ghana, I love the
Mm-hmm.
Ghanaian high life music, man. It's
Gotcha.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
top notch. So we grew up. All of us grew up, listening to this kind of music. My dad used to play that on the, I don't remember what it's called now.
Mm-hmm.
Is it turntable? I don't remember the name of that stuff.
Uh huh.
But the one with the big CD plates, my
Yeah,
dad used to
you would know.
play.
I wouldn't know. But yeah. Go ahead. Go
My
ahead.
dad used to play, those kind of music on a lot of those. And all this while, every time I kind of try to sing high life music, my wife tells me, man, you've got something for this
Yeah,
kind of music.
man.
You've
Yeah.
got something. But as always, I never listened so much to her when she talked to me about music, you know.
Uh huh.
But and then once on TikTok, because I stream on TikTok often,
Yes.
and I did some kind of freestyle with high life instrumentals, and
Yes.
it was amazing. The people loved it. And then when you sent me that instrumental, I'm like, okay, now this is God sent. Everybody's
Man.
talking about high life to me, and now he's sending me this beat. You
Man.
thought it was Afro beat, but
Man.
the first time I heard it, I'm like, no, man, this is high life
High
music.
life music.
Let's do
Man.
this.
Man, you talk about God sent, bro. It had to be, brother, cause man, when I sent you that, cause usually we'll just kind of like bounce ideas, and I'd be like, okay, you'd be like, okay. Man, as soon as you sent that, I said, "Oh my gosh!" Like it was so flawed. Like it was just like meant to be you and that sound. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's
Yeah,
right. So
man.
it's kind of natural, kind
Mm.
of,
Yeah,
to do high life
yeah.
related music.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it was fast, man. It didn't take time.
Right,
The
you
words,
sent it to
it
me
just
within five
flows.
minutes, 5-10 minutes. I said, okay, let's get to work.
It just flows. It just comes. I
Yes.
just need to think about something and then it just goes.
Yeah.
And that happens with many other instrumentals. And it was amazing. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, man, to discover that part of me. Because I was thinking R&B, I was thinking Afrobeats, I was thinking country music.
Yeah.
And then you kind of gave me, another identity to what
Yes.
I can become and
Yes.
how amazing it could be to do this kind of music. Thank you, man,
Man,
for
and thank you
giving me
because
that.
you're bringing people to listen to my music that I never like. I'm seeing streams from South Africa, Brazil. I'm like,
Amazing.
whoa. I think this is like one of the most streamed songs I had organically. So I want to thank you for letting me be a part, brother.
Shout out to the guys who are streaming, man. It's
Man,
not
y'all,
me, it's
they
just the
they
love.
tearing it up, man. They
Amazing.
every day is just going up, man. Every day is just going up.
We're just
Oh,
starting.
oh yeah. Best believe
We're just starting.
SNC and Marlin about to take over the world. All
That's
right,
right.
y'all, man. This has been another episode of the Marlin Meets podcast with Mr. SNC, Mr. High Life himself, Mr. SNC, man. I just want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day just to join me, man. So I appreciate y'all, and we'll see you next time on Marlin Meets. See ya.
Thanks for having me, man. Bye bye, guys.
It's all night, everybody at peace, no fight.